All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth with fearlessness, sincerity, and honesty. To you few Aqua out there, send obedience to your husbands and doing what's required that the scriptures speak on. You so-called blacks and Hispanics are the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right. And this so-called America is falling. We're prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, which is America, Sodom and Egypt, the Bible would call it, and Mystery Babylon, the Bible would call it. Back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. Hopefully it's edifying, hopefully it's edifying to the elect. Came across one of the brothers' Instagram pages, and its future of food production hinges on water. All right. Water resources in the continental U.S. are threatened by climate change, groundwater overdraft, and long-standing water quality issues. One example is the Agolala aquifer, which is found in parts of 8 states. All right. And we're going to be having a shortage of quality water coming. The body cannot survive after 3 days of no water, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But it's going to get drastic when people don't have water, all right? You're going to be drinking pops and all this stuff and contaminated water, which is all everything it's getting that way, you guys. All right, and I actually went to the article that's on. It's in Axios. Future of food production hinges on water. All right, water resources. Let's say team of 40 USDA scientists has listed the most significant looming challenges facing water resources and agricultural production nationwide. Why it matters. Their newly released plan unlocks a 30-year roadmap to mitigating some of the leading issues imperiling water sustainability before they become full-blown crises. And they found, according to a summary of their findings published Friday in the Journal of Soil and Water Conservation, the main challenge through the year 2050 are supply shortages, flood risk, and water quality. Led by scientists at the Agricultural Research Service, the article highlights how continued development of irrigated agriculture is diminishing critical aquifers, as limited water resources will confront increasing demand under rising temperatures. Threat level. The water level is in the Agolala aquifer. Aquifer, one of the world's largest fresh groundwater sources, are already plummeting per KMUW. Much of the most agriculturally productive areas of the aquifer are facing risk of depletion by 21,000 due to drought. Farm irrigation in decades long over all location water in the Agolala aquifer has been severely depleted, particularly in the southern end of the aquifer. Continuing typical water withdrawals puts the aquifer, let me get myself together. Typical water withdrawals put the aquifer, and the agricultural economy that relies upon it at risk, says Emil Elias, director of the USDA Southwest Climate Hub and lead author of the article. Meanwhile, wildfire and shifting climate patterns imperil water sources on forest lands as reservoirs face dwindling inflows and are filled with sediment, increasing flood risk and reducing their capacity to respond to drought per the paper. Zoom out, climate change exacerbates water scarcity worldwide, which leads to agricultural declines that can trigger increasing flood insecurity, according to the 2023 UN report. You gotta understand this climate change shit has nothing to do with this. There's no such thing, all right? They are planning something. That they're saying we don't want to lose a drop of water in the future. Every drop matters, says Teferi Sesige, co-author of the article and national program leader for water resources at the Agricultural Research Service. The future of food production is dependent on fresh water. Of note, solutions cited include green infrastructure, urban community gardens, vertical farming, as well as public-private partnerships for improved irrigation management and technologies that better monitor ecosystem reporting food production. One example is the soil and water assessment tool, which is being used to devise strategies for improved water quality in Chesapeake Bay, Lake Erie, and Gulf of Mexico. Yes, but despite decades of efforts, Chesapeake Bay's population problem hasn't seen much remediation, which the Daily Record reports is due to rising sea levels, warming waters, and budget declines. Climate change has made a goal to shrink phosphorus runoff into Lake Erie 40% by 2025, obsolete per the Toledo Blade. A study published in March finds that the fisheries in the Gulf of Mexico, which is warming at twice the rate of global ocean, are seeing significant impacts from shifts to species ranges, habitats lost, and algae bloom. The bottom line, there are big challenges, but also believe we have the ability to find solutions to have a food secure future within the United States and across the globe, says Elias. So they're speaking on the water crisis, all right? Water quality, all right? So this is one of the poly crises that's going to come up, all right? And let's hit these precepts. Let's go to Haggai chapter 1, verse 11. And I call for a drought upon the land, upon the mountains, upon the corn, and upon the new wine, upon the oils, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands. You know. So there's going to be a drought, and the earth is strayed from her fruit. Therefore the heavens over you is strayed from dew, and the earth is strayed from the fruit, and I call for a drought. This is prophecy. Upon the land, upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon oils, and upon that which is the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands. All right, so the Lord is calling upon the drought. It's not going to be, it's going to be bad. All right, many different plagues and pestilences, and we're not going to have water. All right, people are so spoiled in this America to have fresh water in many different places. All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50, and I'm talking about no showers. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 38. They're going to regulate shit. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven image, and they are mad upon their idols. All right. This is what's going to happen. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. All right. This is all prophecy. It must happen. All right. Beginning of sorrows. Let's get that. All these are the beginning of sorrows, when they shall deliver you up to affliction, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Yeah, they're going to be delivering you up because they want water. They're going to up your family. Everybody's going to deliver the prophets up so they can be able to function with fresh water that these devils are going to have if you cooperate, all right? And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise. I just want to get that all these are the beginning of sorrows. That's what I want to get. All right. Knowledge and wisdom. It says, not Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So, a lot of us ain't got enough money to get filters, or a lot of us ain't, you know what I mean? So it's just best to have faith in the Lord, man. A lot of us won't have the opportunity. We work so much, we won't have to plan. We don't, it's just, man, just have faith in the Lord, man, and get and pray that the Lord has you, and keep on doing this work, man. The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, all right, to keep us stable. And the strength of salvation and fear of the Lord is his treasure, all right? Because there's going to be a drought. That's all. This is all prophecy. Different lakes and rivers are drying up. The Euphrates Lake, this is like the Euphrates River. That's a prophecy. All right. With that being said, I'm going to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadashi, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.